This is James Helder for iFILM London. I'm at Wembley Arena today for the Royal Britannia show. With me, I've got British and new Commonwealth champion Paul Butler. All right, Paul?
Yeah, feeling good.
KAREEM, I hope I pronounced that right, from Lagos. Quite a tricky character.
He was powerful when he let his shots go, very telegraphic though with his shots, and but when he let him go, he could punch a bit.
That was quite a bit of a banger.
Yeah, his record said he was a banger anyway. He had lost his first two, then had a draw, and then out of his last 10, he knocked out 7. So you could tell he was a puncher. I just didn't know what type of punch he was going to be, and he was very telegraphic. He didn't move too much.
Bizarre fact, 6 of his last fights have been in the Lagos prison canteen. Make of that what you will.
It's crazy, you know. I think he was a bit overwhelmed coming here, and even at the weigh-in and that yesterday, and he was looking around and say, wow, what is this like? He's obviously never seen nothing like that before, and he had his camera out taking pictures, so he was overwhelmed, like, and I think it's shown in the ring as well.
Must be feel fantastic. I know we've got your British belt here, the Commonwealth belt. When you win that title, I'm led to believe you get to keep it, so they're making a new one for yourself. Would that be right?
Yeah, that was just a replica. He'd left his at home for some reason, and so they brought that replica out, and they're sending me one out next week, which will be nice.
How good does it feel to now claim this Commonwealth belt to go with your British?
Feels good, yeah. I'd have probably laughed if people had said you were British and Commonwealth champion in 11 fights when I first turned pro, but I think I've come along nicely. Ever since the Sexton fight, I think I learnt a lot from that. That
was a great fight.
Yeah, I think even one of his mates has just said that ever since the Sexton fight, you've come on leaps and bounds, and I think Ashley, I learnt a lot off Ashley that night because he was a lot more experienced.
He was an underdog that night a little bit as well, in some people's eyes.
Yeah, I think I was. He was undefeated in about 13, I was undefeated in 6 or 7, and yeah, like I say, I think I've come on loads since that fight. There's only him out my last 4 or 5 that have gone the distance. So it's credit to Ash, and he did have a lot of weight on me that night though. Yeah.
Where do you go from here? What's the plan? When can we anticipate seeing you defend these belts? As Frank Warren said, what's going on?
I'm out end of June, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know whether it's defending a British and Commonwealth or moving on to a WBO Intercontinental. I'm sure we'll sit down and talk about it soon.
Is winning that British belt outright something that goes through your mind?
Definitely, yeah. I think it's the best belt in the world, and
I actually do as well.
A lot of other people do, yeah. It's a nice looking belt, and there's very few people that win it outright, and I want to be one of them to win it outright. But even if I was to move, I wouldn't stop them from moving me on, because I'll always be good enough for British level. Yeah. So I don't want to be the person that gets to 28, having won this and defending my Commonwealth title, and then having one crack at a world title and losing it, like certain people have, like Paul Lloyd from my gym, won a British, Commonwealth and European. When he did get a crack at a world title, he was too old.
He was on the wrong side of the age, wasn't he?
Exactly, and losing that, he'd never get another crack because he was too old. I want to be young, have a crack. If I do lose it, worst comes to worst, I do lose. I'm on the right side of my age to have another crack a year later.
Fighters are better off just take it if they get a chance to fight for the world title like Lee Purdy, just taking that shot and grabbing it with both hands.
Yeah, you're in a win-win situation, aren't you? Everyone thinks you're going to lose. You're out there to prove everyone wrong, and you're the one that wants to go out and win it. You're trained to win it.
Do you think you can fight past European level? Are you confident enough to go out and win a world title, Paul?
Definitely, yeah. I think I'm improving in every fight. I think within the next few fights I do need some stiff opposition, some tough Europeans that will take me to 12 rounds and answer questions, and I'm sure there'll be a few people out there that will want to box me, and I'm sure I will get some tough fights in the next 12 months that'll progress me onto world level.
As I said, the guy you had in today, no disrespect to him, he wasn't on the playing field, so it would be nice to see some, as you said, some stiffer opposition, some tougher tests for you coming in, you know? Exactly.
I don't think he took a round off me there tonight, and that's what people want to see. People that are going to give me stiff competition each round, and where I'm going to win these rounds and how I'm going to win the rounds, and I think you'll definitely see that within the next 12 months.
I want to say as well, fantastic support from the Scousers that come down to watch you fight tonight. There was a lot of people here tonight to see you.
There always is, everywhere I go, apart from York Hall last time against Anwar Al-Fayedi, because I only had a week's notice. Everywhere I go, they're amazing. They're always out, in loads of them. There's 4 coaches come up tonight, and a load on the train, and as you can hear, they were loud out there tonight.
Won't be long until we can anticipate you headlining some big shows yourself. Then is that something you think about?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's been talk of me headline if there was a show in Chester, which is 8 miles up the road from me, or even in the port, if there was an arena big enough. I think I could sell out an arena myself in Ellesmere Port. I think I could do 1,000 seats easy.
Where is Ellesmere Port in Liverpool? How far is it from, say, Anfield?
About 20 mile. 20 mile and then 8 mile from Chester. There's a Northgate Arena there that Paul Lloyd's boxed for British titles and that in the Northgate, and that's as big as the Olympia, so no reason why they can't put a show on in there, and I'll defend my British and Commonwealth.
Next time we're up in Liverpool, we're going to have to come down to your area and you can take us around and just get involved a little bit, you know what I mean?
Definitely, hopefully I can have a drink as well. Definitely.
I'll hold you to that.
Sound.
This is James Helder with Paul Butler for iFILM London. Thank you very much, Paul. iFILM.